Once upon a time, there lived a girl called Ireti. Ireti lived in the Aguma kingdom. She, however, moved to the Ogiri kingdom in search of a better life. There, she became a basket weaver and sold her baskets in the market. At first, it was not easy. She couldn't find anywhere to stay. She couldn't find anywhere to sleep. One day, as she was selling her goods in the market, she came across her old friend Chidima. Chidima was also from the Aguma kingdom. Chichi, what are you doing here? Ireti asked her. My dear, I came to look for work. Oh. You know that I am good with all these tribal markings. So I came here to sell my goods, as there's always a wedding going on in the Ogiri kingdom almost every weekend. Oh yes, that's a good idea, Ireti said. Why don't we move in together and we can be able to help each other? Chidima agreed to this. So they both found a place, a small hut, and so it was. Every day, they would both go out to the market. Ireti will sell her baskets, and Chidima will have girls lined up to have their markings drawn on them. Chidima had different customers, new brides, young girls, or old women. The tribal markings were a form of decoration which meant different things for different occasions. As they lived in the Ogiri kingdom for some time, rumors began to spread that young girls were going missing. But no one knew what was happening to them. One night, Ireti asked Chidima, "Did you hear what they said in the market today? That girls have been going missing. I wonder what's happening." My dear, no place is safe, Chidima said. I also heard it as well. One has to be careful. As they slept that night, Ireti was woken up by sounds. She could hear someone screaming, but when she woke up, she saw no one. She tried to wake Chidima up, but Chidima wasn't waking up. Chidima, wake up, wake up. But Chidima wasn't waking up. Her body seemed to be cold. Chidima, wake up. What is it? I've been calling your name for a very long time. There's someone in the house. What house? This small hut? There's no one here. Can't you hear it? Someone has been crying. Crying? Chidima stood up, but she couldn't hear anything. I cannot hear anything, Ireti. Go back to sleep, please. Don't disturb me. Chidima went back to sleep. Ireti began to think that maybe she dreamt of the sound. But she could hear it clearly. Now she could no longer hear the cries. After a few weeks, as Ireti was selling her goods in the market, she heard her name. Ireti. When she turned, she saw her old friend, Uju. Uju, what are you doing here? Uju was with her mother. Good afternoon, ma. Yes, my daughter, how are you? I'm good. Uju, what are you doing here? Why did you come here? Uju said that she had come to the Ogiri kingdom to buy some things that they could not find in the Aguma kingdom. And she was so happy to run into Ireti. Ireti explained that she was a basket seller and that she would sell some baskets to Uju on a discounted price. Uju was happy. As they spoke, Uju's mother kept covering her nose. Ireti was surprised at this. Am I smelling? She asked. Lately, she had noticed that some people had stopped coming to her market. If they come towards her, they begin to perceive something bad. But she wasn't smelling and she was not a butcher, so it's not like she had meat or fish around her. What could be this smell? But Uju went on talking, not noticing what was going on. How are you? How have you been? Did you hear that your friend had died? What friend? That your friend now, that one that all of us grew up in Aguma Kingdom together. You know her. That one that her father had died, it was only her and the mother. Friend. Who could this be? Your friend had died sometime. Didn't you hear that her grandmother was a witch? And she used her spell in the Aguma Kingdom. That is one of the reasons why our kingdom has been suffering. Witch? I don't know of such a friend, though I can't remember. I've forgotten her name, Uju said. If only I had remembered her name. You know her. You know her very well. She's a very good friend. But God forbid, I cannot be friends with a witch's daughter. Then, Uju's mother's eyes opened wide. That is it. That is where this smell is coming from. Ireti said, Ma, what do you mean? I went on to explain that there was a smell that was surrounding Ireti. At first, she did not know what it was. She was thinking, but the girl doesn't sell meat, she said to herself. Where is this smell coming from? And then she remembered, Ireti smells like someone who is dead. The gods forbid, Ireti shouted. I'm not dead. No, you're not, Uju's mother said. Then you must be sleeping with a dead person. Me sleep with a dead person? The gods forbid, ma. I would never do such. Uju's mother was now confused. Then what is it? What is it? What is it? Something is not right. Ireti was now getting confused. She turned to call Chidima so that Chidima could come and hear what Uju and Uju's mother were saying. But as she turned, she did not see Chidima again. There were girls who were lined up for her services, but the girls said that Chidima had vanished. 1 minute she was here, the next she was not. Then Ireti turned back to Uju's mother and Uju. Uju's mother told her where they were staying in the Ogiri Kingdom and that she should come to the house this night. She wants Ireti to see a seer, someone that will advise Ireti because something was wrong. Ireti agreed and said once she's done with selling her goods, she will come. At the end of the day, Ireti went back home to drop her things and then go to Uju's mother's house. As she got to the house, she saw Chidima. Chidima seemed to be very angry. What is it, Chidima? Why are you angry? I was looking for you in the market. Chidima did not answer. Are we fighting? Ireti asked, but Chidima did not respond. She only looked straight into the mirror. She was very angry. Not wanting to waste time, Ireti just left her and went. She went to Uju's house and there she met her mother. The mother was with a seer. Baba, this is the young girl I told you about. She smells like someone who's dead. The Baba then looked at Ireti. My daughter, sit here. Come closer, let me look at you. Once the man held Ireti's hand, he saw everything. He told Ireti, you're not dead, but you're sleeping with a dead person. And this person will kill you. Hey, dead person? Ireti was scared. Maybe Chidima was the dead friend that Uju was talking about. If that's the case, how is it possible? How could she talk and eat? She has seen her eating before. She has seen her sleeping. She has seen her talking to other people. She has seen her cleaning. What is going on? Ireti refused to go back home. She wanted to go with Uju, but the seer told her she had to because the dead spirit had tied Ireti's lock inside a mirror. Ireti had to go to that mirror and free her lock, otherwise, for the rest of her life, nothing good will happen to her. Hey, So with fear in her heart, Ireti went back home. She acted normal like nothing had happened. This time when she spoke to Chidima, Chidima responded. But Ireti was so scared. She slept, but she did not fall into deep sleep. When she saw that Chidima was sleeping, she went into the only mirror they had in the room. She looked into the mirror and did what the seer told her. When she put her hand in the mirror, she entered into another world. There, she saw many girls crying. They seemed lost. She could recognize all of them. They had all been Chidima's customers. What are you doing here? She asked them. Please help us. Please. We cannot leave. Look over there. She has tied our lock there. So, doing what the seer had told her, Ireti sang the song that the seer told her to sing, and then the charm began to break. Immediately, Chidima screamed. She entered into the mirror and her true form showed. How dare you? How dare you? She shouted. Ireti turned, and then for the first time she saw Chidima in her true form. So it's true, Chidima. You are a witch. Chidima jumped to attack Ireti, but from nowhere the Baba appeared. Go away, you evil one. Go away. You do not have a place in the land of the living. The Jujuman raised his staff and then struck Chidima. Chidima dropped dead and died. With the seer's help, all the girls escaped out of the mirror, leaving Chidima in the mirror. To make sure that she never escaped, the seer broke the mirror into pieces, trapping Chidima forever. Ireti was so happy that if not for Uju, she herself would have died.
I'm alone,